Copy now.
Goes, keep it up.
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 Copy now.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. We're already in qualifying here, but just get a quick introduction. It's myself, Ocean Chief, and Tipsy Bob.
Hello.
Tipsy. How's it going?
Hello,
Yep.
Chief.
Yep, we're looking forward to this here. It's a new series of F2. We've done a few F2 seasons in the past, but it's been a while, Bob, and I'm looking at the timing board here. We've got one shot quali here, and a few new names to look out for, but we've got some SLR favourites there. Samin and Larson currently at the top, with our Gamer P3 and Tanari joining them in the top 4.
Yeah, man, I could say you said there at the start. It's been a while since we did this. We did have quite a lot of fun a few seasons ago on the Formula 2, and I personally loved it. But yeah, I'm quite excited to see how they get on today. Of course, we have Mac, Justin, and well, that's Dragon. They are not setting a lap. I would assume that it's because they are aliens, and so they're going to start at the back. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, man.
Yeah, I am too, and I'm a bit surprised to see Larson up there. You don't usually see him in the lead in quali, but looks like he likes these F2 cars. Must suit his style of driving.
What I would say on that, Chief, is that whenever we did that little event with the Greek League, Larson did show some decent pace because I was racing beside him, so not surprised. But they're coming around to the end of the lap. Let's see how they stack on the grid. So Larson does indeed get pulled. There we go. Sam gets a nice time. Oh, the middle of that. What does that say? The second to what's that say? Second to the fourth are pretty close, but Larson really commanding P1 there, I would say, Chief.
Yeah, great to see. Larson, always someone I can never underestimate him in races. You usually see him get into a few incidents, and then out of nowhere he'll finish on the podium. So Larson obviously likes these F2 cars, gets 2 points according to the game for that pole position. And we're going to switch over quickly then to the sprint race. And I believe that's 11 laps, is that right? 10, 11?
Yes, so the sprint race is 11 laps, and then the feature race is 15 laps. And I keep getting confused because I think the top 10, isn't it the top 10 or the top 8 get reversed? Is it they get reversed in the sprint, or is it they get reversed on the feature? I don't remember, but we're going to find out, Chief. I don't believe there's a formation lap.
Yeah, we're going to get straight to it, Bob. So if you want to take the start, it'd be,
I'll try.
That'd be pretty epic.
It's been a while since I've done this, Chief. This commentating malarkey.
Quick shout out to the guys in chat. Hyperbeam, hello. Blur, and yourself, Damien, you, and Wesley as well.
That guy, yeah. Just ignore that
guy.
Admin guy. Yeah, I'll give it a go with this starting the races off, but sometimes I get kind of too excited and I stumble over my words, but sure. We'll see. I'm expecting a lot of action going into the first couple of corners here, Chief. We are 5 seconds to go. We're going to kick off Silverstone on the Formula 2 cars. Let's see how we go. Lights are lighting up, and we are about to take off, and it's lights out, and away they go. And oh, we're getting people spinning in the background already, almost spinning, and we're going to go side by side. There's front wings flying off left, right, and center. Cars are running really deep. Oh, I can't keep up with the action. Oh, look at that big crash!
Big crash!
Big crash already! Expected to be. I did expect to see that. Will we get a safety car out? We might get a safety car. Is there safety cars enabled? But we're going to keep with the action side by side here. What's this for fourth? With the orange car, I can never remember the name of those cars, but my goodness, that was a big incident. Mackinder is up to P10 already, Chief, from practically the last. Justin is in the P9, Chief.
Yeah, Meepo's struggling out here. He's got front wing damage. You can see that missing from his end plate there as Mackinder going through the inside through, I think it's called Lovefield, I think. Is this called Lovefield?
Mm-hmm.
Stowe corner?
Chief.
I don't know. I should have said it with confidence and just, but whatever.
Just put around with it.
Yeah, I think there's a few guys out there with wing damage. I think Sam Aim and Tenari are one of those guys, unfortunately for those.
Yeah, Sam will be really devastated with that one because he was a P2 in qualifying. But the only thing is, do not give up, lads. It's only one lap. You can still recover your race because there is, of course, the feature race as well. But yes, there seem to be falling into their natural, I wouldn't say their natural gaps, but there is some gap. Oh, what's happening here? Further back, we have our gamer going past the Crawley Voice. It's a nice, no, oh, he's actually losing 2 places to the Red Bulls. So is that Red Bull? It is Red Bull, isn't it? Carlin, forgive me, I cannot remember the name of these Formula 2 cars.
I can't remember them either. I'll just call it the Red Bull.
The Red Bull will do.
Oh, and Justin getting a bit of a loose end there from the final corner. It's hard to get the traction down there early, and Crawley Boys coming up to right onto his rear, and yeah, Justin, wise old head there, guards the inside line, but Crawley goes for the switchback. Who's going to come out of this one ahead? And these guys are teammates, so are they at least of the same livery?
Yeah, well, Justin did a good job there getting past our gamer. Justin, within 2 laps, he's up to P6 from nearly last. This is a man on a mission. This is Justin. He's had an awful lot of bad luck recently, especially, of course, what happened at last week's Tier 1 race. If you missed that, lads, you should check out the channel and check out the race. Oh, our gamer gets himself a 3-second time penalty already. That seemed really harsh. My goodness.
Yeah, he's just one wide from that last corner there, and yeah, it's unusual. Lap 2, and he's got a 3-second time penalty. That is not good. And look at Larson as well. He was P1. He's now P11.
P11.
Sorry.
He just liked that one so much he added another to it. But here, it just goes to show you how quickly you can drop down the field. And speaking of Larson, he's really pushing in the back of Meepo here. It's catching up with these cars is reasonably straightforward, but passing is quite difficult. Of course, there's no ERS button.
Yeah, Meepo still with that front wing damage, Bob, as well. So it's surprising to see that he's still ahead after the last corner there. I think a Stowe corner, and yeah, Meepo seems to be adapting to this new configuration of car that he has. A bit lighter, anyway.
But he's doing a good job here, even with his damaged front wing. He's going to put a move on Crawley Voice here, going into turn 1, and he gets the move done. But does he run a little bit wide? He doesn't. He controls it well. I don't actually see. Oh, yes, he does.
It's a four-man train here, Bob. They're going 2 wide, maybe 3 wide for this section. And Larson, trying to get squeezed on the inside, but he's had to take a tighter line, which means he's compromised his exit, and that means Crawley Voice is ahead for now. But Larson's under pressure from behind as well. Jurian Prince is about to go down the inside here, and looks like he's gonna send it. Oh, almost gets 2 moves in one too.
And further back, Chief, we have Meepo is doing a really great job with that front left end plate missing. He's taken away from Crawley Voice, but now Crawley Voice is getting under pressure by another alien. Is Julian Prinz, also known as Dragon. Look at the pace he's got on the back end of him here. Oh, he's going to get the move done, is he? Before he gets into, I can't remember the name.
Cops corner, come on, Bob. I remember that corner.
Chief, I'm nearly. Oh, I'll not talk about my age. All right.
I've died there many times. It's engraved in my brain. That one is McKender up to P7, past CM Punk, and yeah. So we're seeing a lot of moves here. Skin Tony, another penalty coming in. Second driver get a free second time penalty. He's P18, so not much doing. But this battle continues. Go ahead, Bob.
See, further back in P13, look at this battle, look at him, surely not, please don't go 3 wide, lads. They're not well done, they get back out of it, Whammy backs out of this, but Crawley Voice is in the action this today.
And Crawley Voice is off, yes.
It's the commentator's curse strikes again, sorry Crawley, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I mean, he was really fighting so many cars there that he probably lost the focus on what he was actually putting to that pedal.
Oh, Justin now moving into the top 5. He's putting pressure on P4 here, and he's going to have DRS, I believe. And so is the car ahead. So who is going to come out ahead? And I think the inside line is really, we've seen that before, the lot previous. Justin sending it down the inside, and that is the preferred option. And Jojo gets hit from behind. It looks like McKender is giving him a tap, I think.
No, it seemed to me that I think R was keeping it nice and tight to the curb, and Dizozo, I think that's how you pronounce that name, kind of cut in on him.
Oh dear, he was doing so well. But he's only down in P7, so he can recover. But yeah, Justin and McKenna are making their way through the field. They've now got the top 3 to contend with. And the top 3, we haven't hardly mentioned. Zupson, Futuristic P2, and Joel is P3.
Oh, well look further back here, Chinari. He was really having to go here at is that Empire X or Empire? I don't know. Can they not pick normal names, people? Shinari has got the DRS activated on Empire, but of course Empire has the DRS for Whammy. But look at this, Shinari still going.
Tonari sends it. What a send there from Tonari, and he makes it stick.
That's the Finnish Sisu, as they call it. The courage, as we would say, massive testicles. Can we say that?
Kahunis.
Cahoonings, yes, or as they say in French, Grand Queen. I haven't actually checked the chat. Have we got the we got Kiko in chat, my man. We got Kiko and we got Christian as well, and the boys.
Just up to P3, Justin up to P3 temporarily there. It looks like him and Joel are fighting for this podium spot, basically. But Justin gets by. Joel makes short work of that. It is now onto the back of Futuristic.
And Mac too, Chief is behind. Mac's having a wee look. Is he going to go around the outside? He's going around the outside. Joel kind of runs deep to cover that off. Mac is going to go out wide and then he's going to try and get the long way around. Is he going to lift off and then cut back in on Joel? He's trying it, but Joel gets good traction. Joel is setting some fast times. Now this is going to be really hurry, lads.
Oh, dear.
This is going to go side by side into this corner. And we got another guy's up ahead going side by side. Oh, and do they make it? Do they make it? Joel backs out of it rightly. We're up ahead. We've got Justin and Futuristic still side by side, and then Mac is squeezing up on the back of them as well. Futuristic is caught between 2 tier 1 aliens. Mac is going really wide here. What's going on? Is he fighting someone? No, he's not. Mac was taking a wide line. He's got DRS. He seemed to lose a bit of pace there. But now Joel is on the back of Mac as well. We're going to see maybe a move from Joel. Is he going to send it? Is Mac going to try and cover it? Joel's having a little sneaky look, but he backs out of it. Look at the speed difference between Mac and Futuristic there. Futuristic getting a bit twisty. I need to stop speaking and I need to breathe, Chief.
Yeah, I'll take over for now, but I mean, the action here is in fast demand. It's coming in thick and fast, and we love it. It's so far the sprint race. I mean, if the feature race is anything, if this is anything to go by, the feature race is going to be absolutely amazing. There's Justin going for the lead into turn 1, and he managed to get it. I mean, these guys are making short work. They're carving their way through the field. So Justin up to P1, and McKender getting not so quickly making his way through the field, but he's almost up to P3. He, in fact, is up to P3 already.
Yeah, Mac and Justin are really kind of showing that what they're worth here, because this is why they kind of retired or didn't settle that, because we know what they're capable of. Look, they may have the pace, but it's one thing having the pace, but it's another thing trying to carve your way through so many cars. Of course, I think it's fair to say of different skill levels, and they've done a great job at this. And Justin, he's going to run away with this one if Mac cannot get past Zipson anytime soon.
Yeah, Mac thinking about the move there, but stays patient for now for Cops, and it looks like Zipson run out wide there, and Futuristic behind picks up a penalty. So these guys are really feeling the heat right now, and that's when you tend to make these small errors, and a lot of penalties coming in. Empire X, Reg V as well, another 3-second time penalty, but really in the top 10 it's P4 is the guy with the 3 seconds.
What you can see here, I don't know if anybody's noticed this, what Mac's doing is whenever he gets to this, before you get to this final DRS, he's going to get this move done on Zipson, I'm pretty sure. No, hang on a minute, Zipson's going to fight it. Is Zipson going to fight it? He is fighting it. He's going to send it around the wrong way around. And then he's going to have advantage over Mac here. Mac might get run out wide. This is going to take an awful lot of trust between these drivers. Mac does get it. Zipson then eventually did lift. But now Zipson's going to come under pressure from Futuristic as well. But what I wanted to touch on there, hopefully, if we can get a touch on it, was what Mac was doing heading down to that final, the long DRS section, is that he was taking the wider line on purpose so that he will get basically on the traction earlier and hopefully get a quicker, straight line speed. And that's how he's able to do it. What's this? I have the wife arriving in here. Thank you very much, ma chérie. Merci beaucoup. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we have to keep the wife happy.
Yeah, but some great racing there. McKender or Zipson really going at it, and I mean, usually you would see a lot of incidents in those final two corners if you go too wide, but not today. Those guys were able to do it, and both survive. As we see some moves at the back here, Samim and Empire are fighting hard for that P14 spot. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Chief, do you know what this is like? Before this action kicks in, Dragon. Oh, hang on, Dragon and Zozo. Who's this? Dragon and Zozo and Meepo. We're getting passes here in some mental places. Well, we might see a DRS move here. Now let's see. Jurian, Dragon's got a really good slipstream here on Zozo. I think I'm saying that right. And I'm certainly certain he's going to do this. He's going to send it, but he needs to make sure he doesn't take out Meepo. Zozo's really showing the feisty power of fight here. He's not backing down easily, which is a good thing. I like to see that. They're better fighting these guys. Making Jurian do it the hard way. It's the first time the lap round, Zozo was on the inside, and now he's on the outside.
Again, some great side-by-side racing. There's two wide for these guys, and there's two wide ahead. I can see Meepo and Joel going side-by-side as well.
Zozo's doing a really good job here. He got that move, he held on to that move on Drag. Oh, and he pinches. He kind of pinches off Dragon. You need to leave the space, my man. Yeah,
Dragon got squeezed there, and Dragon back in, getting loose here. I wonder if his tires are overheating a little bit.
Could be. Could also be a wee bit of maybe potential frustration with that pinch that he happened to him there, but I'm sure he'll catch up on the back of these guys again.
Oh, Joel gets a time penalty, and Zozo as well.
But what I was going to say, Chief, before we see another move, I think Meepo's the most likely person to get another move done here. Actually, hang on.
Yeah, he's going to go for it, yeah. And Meepo has front wing damage, so corners like this is high-speed Cops corner. I mean, really, he should be suffering big time here, but he makes a move just after Cops corner. Tenari, another 3-second time penalty for him in P10.
That was a lovely move by Joel. You can see that the experience is starting to pay off for him now as he's racing more, because he actually set that move up on purpose. He set that up that guy would run wide. He ran him deep so that he'll run wide, so then he gets the cut back. That was a nice bit of racecraft from Meepo. But hang on a minute, Joel set it on Meepo.
That was a big send. He kind of squeezed me out wide. Oh, and what happened there? Looks like Joel. Oh no, Joel!
Oh my goodness!
No!
What the
Oh
hell
my
happened?
God, Joel! Oh my God, Joel! Joel, I think Joel was trying to let me go back past her because he did squeeze him, and he's just caused that incident. I think that's what happened. Oh God, Joel!
Humongous crash. This is fantastic racing. I'm loving this.
It's great, but I mean, it was all clean up until that point, and I think that was just Joel trying to, like I say, trying to let me go back past because he did squeeze him out. I think he locked up on the braking on Stowe Corner, and yeah, that wiped out 3 drivers. So Joel is the guy running this F2 series, so he's going to be the most hated man in SLR right now.
Yeah, he's going to take the full brunt of this. But what have we got here? We got our gamer going for a move on. Who's that? Empire. I think Empire is not getting involved in that whatsoever.
Empire actually cutting the course there to try to get a better line. So he is eager to get that on. Yeah, I can see on Empire's front wing he's missing a bit of his end plate, so that's why he's struggling a bit.
Oh, so he is indeed. And some guys can handle it better than others, and look, we're sure you're probably going to see this here. He's probably going to run out. Yeah, look, he has to lift. Yeah. Our gamer, my goodness, he's really struggling here at these track limits. That's another time penalty for him. Pretty rapid when he gets his mind to it.
Yep, and we've got another battle forming here. It's Jurian back on P5 now. He's up to well, he's on the back of P5 anyway. CM Punk having a pretty quiet race, but now it's about to get a bit exciting for him, and we'll see how he handles the pressure. I think Jurian actually hit him on the back there, but
it was just a little nudge saying, "Hello, I'm here."
Love tap. Hello, yeah. I'm about to pass you.
Here he comes. So, oh my goodness, the overspeed Dragon has on this guy. He's definitely going to send it. Don't get pinched. Remember what happened?
CM Punk leaving enough room there, but
yep.
Able to, and big cut there from both drivers. I think both of them got penalties from that as well. Oh, and look at Tenari.
They're both going to lose from Tuna Man. Is going to get the move done, and he's going to...
Tenari, yeah. Opportunistic. You love to see it. Oh, and it looks like Tenari backed down 2 positions, so these guys are fighting hard. I'm trying to get a good camera angle of this battle. It's a 4-way battle now, as Larson has joined the fray.
Chief, look up at the front!
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness! We're going to stick with this, Chief. This is the main one. Mac right on up the... Oh, I was going to say something inappropriate there. Right on the gearbox of Justin. And he's going to have the DRS. Now, these are big rivals in the Tier 1 race.
McKenna getting a really good exit onto Hanger Straight, and I think, yeah, that's all he needed to get this move done. This is the penultimate lap as well, Tipsy, so Justin, if he wants to win this one, he's going to have to get the move done. He's got like 1 lap and a little bit left.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is where the mind games, or the experience will come into both these guys. It's like, they know really that the only move you're going to get done between each other, because they're so fast, is going to be a DRS move, really. I mean, I don't expect to see any of them standing on each other. So, is Justin going to just sit behind him here in his first DRS, which he probably will? That would be the smart thing to do. And then try and get Mac on... Oh! Justin gets a little bit of a tank slapper there. Yeah, he controls it. That
might cost him, although it doesn't seem to have cost him too much in Delta. And you're right, maybe Justin let McKender have that move, because really this is the last opportunity to overtake. So if he gets by McKender on this lap, he will win the race.
But you see, it's a high risk strat to do as well, because it's not anybody in front of you. It's McKender, what a multiple Tier 1 champion. And Justin did lose out, just lost out the Tier 1 championship last season as well. So, I mean, it's all going to come down to this final straight on this DRS, Chief.
Yep, and here we're about to find out as Justin and McKenna both go through Cobb's Corner. Look like they both carry about the same momentum through here, but this is it here. Maggots, Beckett's, this complex onto Hanger Straight. Whoever gets the best exit probably is going to win this race. And it looks like McKenna got a nice one, and Justin get it on the grass, and that's it over.
That's it done.
Yeah,
done already.
Unfortunate to see there.
But sorry, Chief, to cross you there, but did you see the way Mac takes that? I noticed that he takes it seems like a slightly wider line to get a good top speed. on that back straight. But yeah, that's it, pretty much done. The 3-second time penalty killed any chance for Justin, and Mac is going to take the race win with Justin P2 and Zupson a respectable P3. I think he done pretty well there, Chief.
Yep. First race in SLR, and it's a podium for Zupson. I'm looking here as well. We're penalties are taking a big effect on these final standings. So let's have a rundown. We've got Larson all the way up to P4. I think he crossed the line like P8 or P9. So yeah, he had no time penalty. He was right up the order. Tenari as well, doing well there. Jumped up to P5. Futuristic holds on to P6. CM Punk P7 and Dragon P8 with those penalties. He did manage to work his way up the field there, but those penalties ultimately cost him a few positions. Gamer P9 and Crawley Voice P10. I noticed as well Wamu put on the softs there at one point, but I don't think he got the fastest lap, which is interesting. Yeah, McKender holds that.
So that was a good job. Kiko makes a good point right enough. I should have known this because it was only quite recently I was in an F2 race. But he does point out that the DRS is less powerful than F2. That is pretty true, I would say. And even the Slipstream as well, it's not as good as I would have liked. Which is pretty much why you see these dives, well, I wouldn't say dives, but, well, they kind of are dives. It kind of, the nature of these cars kind of makes it that you kind of have to do that. You kind of need to try and get them in the corners or be right on their gearbox and then the DRS works. But regardless, it's no mean feat from these guys. Mac and Justin getting from practically last to first and second. Yeah, who knows what could have happened if Justin got a better run on the final corner or the final DRS and didn't get the 3 second. I think as soon as probably Justin seen that 3 second, he probably knew, well, that's it, done. Get over.
Yeah, he's just put a note there. Note to self, dirty error, pretty bad. So that's what caused him to go wide there for Magus Beckett, and obviously pushing as hard as he could. I mean, I think that's a real kind of message for the rest of the season. Who's going to be the guys at the top? And I think, we probably could have predicted it before the race, but yeah, McKender and Justin, it looks like it's going to be between them for the title. But obviously the constructors as well, a lot to play for, and you never know, some of these other guys might excel on other tracks as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think realistically it's Mac and Justin are the main guys, and then I would put Gennari there, and Dragon, when he's on it, he's pretty quick. But I would say probably our gamer's probably feeling a wee bit, well, maybe he might not be feeling down, but he is quick. Our gamer, like, we've raced him, he is quick on the Formula 2s. He would have done better, I think, if he didn't have those penalties. So, I mean, the P9 is not to be frowned upon, but that definitely could have been better. So he's definitely one to watch as well for the season. He could definitely cause some interesting results as the season progresses. But yeah, as you said, Chief, Mac and Justin are the main ones for this.
And just a final rundown on the standings then. It was McKender P1, Justin P2, Subson P3, Larson P4, Tenari P5, Futuristic P6, CM Punk P7, and Dragon P8 with Gamer P9. And I missed who was P10 there, but I'm looking at chat to see. Joel says it's very difficult to be faster than someone else. I feel that, man. I feel that. It is very...
Unless it's someone else's, Chief.
Come on, bro. Not like
sorry, you got P8 in tier 1. I didn't.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can.
By some miracle. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the clouds at the minute. We're in the paddock, and they do look a bit grey. And this is a feature race, so it's going to be a bit longer. I think from memory, it was about 19 laps, 16 or 19.
No, Chief.
Oh God.
15 laps. 15 laps.
That
one
was my
pit
first
stop.
guess.
Third time lucky, and you weren't. Well, yes, 15 laps, no formation lap, one pit stop. Here we go. You taking this one, Chief?
Oh, you go for it, man.
All right. Lights go on the reverse grid, I believe. Isn't that right? No, I don't know if the grid's mixed up whatsoever, because Chief or Mac and Justin are last for me. But anyway, off we go. They lead the way. Oh, we got spinners at the back already. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to stick with the front. We have spinners at the back already. Hopefully that's not no damage for them guys. But yeah, Samim is already almost a second ahead of Larson. And that was pretty uneventful. Other than that one spin, Chief, that was an easy start.
Yeah, not much happening there. I did see Meepo go wide from turn 1, but managed to bring it on track safely and retain that P3 position. But there is quite a gaggle of cars here in the midfield. Joel is in the thick of it, and I think after the sprint race, he's going to be minding his P's and Q's.
Yeah, Joel's going to be like literally driving on eggshells. He's not going to want to send it at all. Maybe he will, who knows, but I don't think he wants to get reported for both the sprint and the feature. Although it has been done in the past. Not to him, of course.
Oh, no!
What?
Oh my word, we're cursing
I
Joel
really
right
should-
now. Yeah, I think that was George, wasn't it? It hit the back of Joel.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate. But Joel managed to recover quite nicely there. I don't think he had any damage either. And our gamer up to P7, he's making a move on Jojo. Jojo fighting
Jojo?
back. I don't know what the hell his name is.
Joe, where did that come from?
Jojo.
Lad, seriously, just make the names easy for us. We're old, alright?
Yeah, whoever it was, our gamer just passed him there.
That guy in P8. Who's calling that guy? that guy.
I keep wanting to say Dodo, but yeah. Our gamer, nice wee move there from him, and yeah, it seems to be quite settled down already, but some gaps forming. Futuristic must have made a mistake there. He's dropping off the back of Tenari. 1 second gap there, so that's out of DRS range. So a couple of DRS trains are forming. A few breakaway groups.
One thing I'll need to point out I haven't even noticed until now, Chief, is that we have a couple of guys on softs.
Oh.
I have, I mean, normally if this was the old time when we were commentating, I would be screaming at Timo to say, tire, Delta, tires, but I fell victim of it myself.
Yeah,
And,
that changes everything, Bob. Samim P1. That explains why he's stretching his legs there. He does want to get the most out of these tires, so that's what he needs to do, is work on this gap, get it as big as possible. But these guys behind, I mean, there's soft guy runners throughout the field, so I imagine we are going to see some moves coming in pretty quickly.
Yeah. I also noticed Meepo is really harassing the back end of Larson, and Larson will not enjoy this one bit, and you might even see him just let him go. Which in some respects would probably be in terms of the long distance, it would be a better thing to do, really. It's just gonna put you off having, someone that much faster right up your gearbox.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. DRS enabled this lap. It's lap 3. Justin P14, so he hasn't had as good a start as he did in the previous race, but he is starting to put pressure on these guys. He's having a bit of a problem here with Zubson, though. Zubson seems to be doing well to defend, and Justin almost teasing that inside dive, does not do so. But you can just see the control that Justin has here. It just seems to be far superior, and just a matter of time before he gets his move done. But had to take a tight line there, and that will compromise his exit. He will have DRS this lap though, so I imagine he's going to send it down the inside, and Zubson allows the move, doesn't guard it too much, but is fighting around the outside still. Ooh, and he's down the inside for this corner, so I wonder who's going to get the better run out. Justin takes a wider line, and that should mean that he has a better exit overall, and you can see just marginally has a better top speed at this point, and there's contact. They're going to go side by side through Cop's corner. Oh, and they do so successfully. So Justin, yeah, he's being very tentative here. He knows it just takes one incident to knock him out. Oh, and Justin has massive front wing damage. I've just noticed. Yep. He's a lot of front wing missing.
He does. So that's gonna promote. Well, pretty much, Dragon's gonna be licking his lips at this one. He's gonna get the slipstream and possibly get. Is he gonna get Zubson as well? He does get Zubson. Zubson's probably not gonna give that up. Oh, Zubson! Oh!
Oh dear.
My goodness, did you see that?
I actually just missed that.
He lost it, and he went sliding off track, and he just missed the rear end of Dragon.
Yeah, I was taking a wee look at Joel and McKender. Joel is under pressure here from McKender. Looks like McKender's going to go down the inside here, but yeah, Joel putting up a valiant fight, but I think it's only a matter of time as McKenna sends it down the inside. Is Joel going to be able to send it down the inside of the following corner here? And look at McKenna getting that beautiful run out on the outside line. And you love to see it. And Empire P11, now he's on the back of Joel, so the pressure continues. It seems like that there's no let up of pressure with these drivers. If you're not battling someone this lap, you probably will be soon enough.
Yeah, a Max making these soft runners look like they're. It looks like he's on the softs the way he's driving. He's just flooring it past these, and then of course Dragon does get that move done. Well, as to be expected, Justin does have that damage, but he'll be desperate to get this hard stint over and done with, and get that front wing sorted. Yep.
And Bob, how long do these softs last for? I'm wondering. Like, what's their maximum window? Because I think Justin really wants to pit as early as possible, change that front wing, and get those softs on.
Honestly, man, without having much experience running the softs in the F2 in Silverstone, I wouldn't know, but I would imagine George is doing a bit of switching around here. I would imagine that they probably don't last very long. Probably, what, 6 laps max? Roughly? Maybe someone in the chat.
Oh, and there's a crash. It's Tanari, and I think it's Larson. They've tangled up there for the second to last corner. I think third to last corner, actually. They got caught up. I think one of them spun, and I think Tanari went into him. Tanari, massive front wing damage. So that is unfortunate. He was doing well, and now is not doing well. So
Mac going for a move on Jim, and
Jim.
that guy Zozo. Oh, they're really fighting here. So Mac is he's moved forward past everyone, but this is the first challenge he's had. Oh, he got run a bit wide, but Mac's gonna get it. Mac's got the DRS. Well, they both got DRS, but Mac got a better line. Now, what's the Zozo going to do? Is he going to back out of it? Is he going to hold the line? He still is. He still wanted. He's still hanging on, but no, he's going to back.
Oh,
he's going to.
He might go for it on the inside, but yeah, patience is a virtue, and good to see from Jojo there.
Good bit of smart driving, yeah. Well, you see, Jojo lost out with well, this man actually behind him. Jojo lost out in points by the big crash that was with Joel and Meepo, so Zozo will want points, and so he's gonna likely not get too feisty.
Yeah, if we really look at this with there's Joel gets a time penalty, but I'm looking at the tires. Obviously, the guys on softs right now are going to be on hard soon enough, but the hard runners are about to switch on to fresh soft tires. So, are we looking at Meepo winning here? Like, Meepo looks like he's in the best spot. He's going to pit, and he has to make up 2.6 seconds. And there we see the first of the pitters is Samim. Drops from P1 to P2 in the pit. So, he's going to go in and put a set of hards on. And that's quite an early stop from him. But yeah, you might be right. That might indicate that those softs are not very... they're not going to last very long.
About 5 or 6 laps. Just rough guesstimation, as they say. I wouldn't expect them to go much longer than that. Maybe even 6 is a push too far. But I think you're right. I think maybe was set up nicely for this race. But I mean, so is Mac. Mac is cutting through the field, and Mac is quicker. And then Mac's gonna get those softs on. Who knows? And then of course our gamer is still there. Our gamer is quick. If we can keep those time penalties down, he's definitely in with a shout.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think Justin, with that damage he's got, is kind of will definitely take him out of the race win. He would probably still get good points. There's also gets himself a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, I think you're right, Chief. I think really at the moment as we're looking at maybe Meepo, Mac, and our gamer, the main contenders. More likely Meepo and Mac. But hey, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and often does. Samim, when he pit, he was the first guy to pit there off the hards. From the softs onto the hards. He came out in P15, so he's right behind Reggie right now, who's on those 5-lap-old hards. So Samim really wants to. He can't afford to be held up here too much. He looks like he's going to go for a move down Cop's corner and gets it done before the apex. So that's good news from him.
Mac and our gamer. Mac and our gamer fighting. How's this going to go? Now, one of these guys could win this race, so this is a very... Oh, Mac! Nice! He was sold on the dummy. Did Mac... Our gamer didn't really fall for it. I think maybe it was either a dummy, or I think Mac was just protecting himself, making sure he doesn't lose a front wing there.
Yeah, CM Punk in the pits there from P2. So Meepo, assuming now in the lead of this race with McKender behind, these guys are teammates as well. So if it finishes up like this, they will they'll get a massive haul of points for the constructors.
What was I going to say there? So yeah, I think we should expect to see the hard runners. What, lap 10? I think that would make sense, wouldn't it? 11 earliest.
Yeah,
But-
you might see Justin go a little bit earlier just to get off that, get off those hards and get that front wing change. Really, he's in damage limitation mode right now, so if he can get some points, yeah, that's his aim right now. He's not going to be fighting for a podium, but he can certainly bring home a haul of points, especially with all these time penalties as well, all around him.
Futuristic's looking tasty here. He's lining up to Zozo, and I don't think Futuristic will have the balls to send it here. He doesn't, but that's the smart move.
Yeah.
Don't risk it. Don't. I think remember Joel did this a couple of seasons ago. Whenever he was in a good position, and I was screaming on commentating, "Don't risk it! Don't risk it!" And he risked it, and he crashed. Futuristic is not risking it. He's playing it smart. Use the DRS. Although, as we noticed, not quite as effective.
Yeah, he should get alongside here. He might actually be ahead by the time they get to the corner at the end of the hangar straight here. And yeah, Jojo's going to try and hang around the outside. And it looks like he has done. He's actually still ahead of Futuristic as it stands.
And Larson's joining the battle. Oh, Larson taps a little nudge. Oh, then Larson gets nudged by Joel.
Oh god.
It's like a domino effect. But I have to say, I think this is the first time I've seen Zozo race, and pretty good. I'm quite impressed. He doesn't do anything rash. He doesn't give up easily. But he's, so far from what I've seen, he knows when the position is up and he backs out of it. So we like to see. Good, hard, spirited racing, but have a bit of knowledge to know when the move is done. Of course, Joel does have that time penalty. These penalties will, as we've seen in the sprint race, will come into effect. And that's maybe what Justin is also probably looking forward to as well. He can get these hards off and a new front wing, get some softs on and then bomb it. You might be able to capitalise on some of these guys as well on their time penalties. But Chief, this little battle here from 4th to 7th is looking nice. What's happening here? What's Larson doing? Larson's trying to get in the mirror, get those wee red arrows flashing across the bottom of the screen, most likely.
Yep, and Futuristic as well. It looks like he just needs to get this. This is the critical point here, the line he takes through here, and how early he can get on the power. As you can see there, up ahead, Zozo taking a pretty wide line on the entry to Hangar Straight, and I think that's going to be enough to protect him. Even with this DRS of Futuristic, he looks like he'll pull alongside, but again, Jojo's pretty strong through this section, and yeah, Futuristic not even able to pull alongside this lap. And this battle will continue as Futuristic actually decides to pit our gamer as well from P3. So the hard guys, yeah, like I say, deciding to come in a bit earlier than we'd expect.
Right enough. I did say maybe before lap 10 they're going to run 6 laps. Yeah, 6 laps seems to be the peak. So here we're going to go.
And Justin stays out actually. That's strange. I would have thought he wanted to pit as early as possible.
Well, he knows his pace, you see, he knows what he can do, and he's doing a pretty good job, a really good job, all things considered, with that front wing damage, so it might actually be a smart move from Justin staying out. He might come in, well, I expect him to come in the next lap, but
yeah.
It is looking like Meepo Mac for the win here.
Yeah, and look at this here as well. You can see these fresh soft guys are now coming out, and they're quite close together as well. We're going to start to see some moves. Things are about to get spicy. You got P10 to P13 on these fresh softs. Tenari as well, he's had to change that front wing, and it's actually coming out P19 it looks like. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on this as our gamer already on the back of Rejvi. Ooh, and he actually touches the back of Rejvi there, but no harm done. And you can just see the superior grip. He's able to go around the outside and probably going to get a massive speed advantage here as they head down to Cops Corner.
Ooh, this is still risky. Oh, this is very risky. And he gets it done. Oof, that was risky. I understand why he really needed to push. Our gamer is one to watch, definitely one to watch. He needs to cut through this field as quick and as smooth as he can to give himself any chance of getting at least P3.
Yeah, just spotting on the front wing of Reggie, it's a lot of damage is happening there, so that's why he's struggling a wee bit through Cop's corner. You saw him go wide there, and Meepo from the lead pits, so we'll see where he comes out. It's probably going to be around about, I'd say, maybe P6, P7.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
Quite a long pit stop here at Silverstone.
It's excruciatingly long. But Mac will be now literally flooring it. Like he always floors it. I mean, even if he's just crawling, he's going faster than most of us. But he will be using every last inch of life left on his. Oh, we got a yellow. We got a yellow. Who is it?
Skin Tony, it looks like, yeah.
Larson, right up. Larson nearly rear-ended Joel there.
Oh dear.
These guys are having quite a tasty battle.
And they're actually teammates, I believe. Yeah,
Here
they're
we go.
teammates, yeah.
What's Larson going to do? Larson's got a little bit of move on him. Joel's not really defending. What's going to happen? Joel's going the wide way. Yeah, I think Joel... No, he's not. Oh, Joel! Oh.
No team orders at whatever you call this team. High-tech GP, I believe. And Joel, yeah, he secures that P9 spot for now, but I think this battle is not over, Bob.
No, this is definitely not over. But Larson, you see, we've seen him in the... was it the Tier 2 race? He was... or was it Tier 1? I can't remember. He was so close behind someone for lap after lap, and Kebab was losing his mind. He was like, just make the move, make the move. And Larson was saying that he wasn't confident enough, and I was telling him on chat that he needs to believe in his ability more. He is a good driver, and maybe he's just starting to believe. Maybe it's like Neo. He's starting to believe.
It's funny you say that. I actually think the mental game, the mental side of F1 is huge. Like, you know, for example, like look at Joel. He's got a 3-second time penalty, and he's in P9 right now. That can really weigh on your mind in a race because you're thinking, I'm going to finish outside of the points anyway. What's the point? But you never know what can happen in a race. You should always keep your head in the game, as they say.
Yeah, you just focus on getting the best position that you or finishing position you possibly can. Meepo has come out ahead, as expected, of our gamer by a long way.
Yeah, and Meepo is actually right on the back of Samim. So Samim, 5-lap-old hards, but Meepo on these fresh softs. So we're going to see these guys battle it out. It's a bit of an unfair, I would say, unfair fight. It's like bringing a gun to a fist fight, isn't it, really, if you got fresh softs on? But you never know, sometimes these guys can eke a lot out of the car performance. And we'll see here as Meepo is like pushing Samim through these corners.
Dirty R, Meepo, dirty R.
And McKenna does pit from P1, so he's probably going to join this party pretty soon. As Meepo got this DRS, got the Slipstream. No ERS in these F2 cars. And Samim is making Meepo go around the long way, but on these soft tires, I think, yeah, it just showed you. He just took that like candy from a baby.
Yeah, I thought Sam was going to understeer a little bit. We got a yellow! Yellow. Where's the yellow? Oh, it was Crawley Voice. The Crawley Voice.
The Crawley Voice.
So yeah, that DRS will probably help Meepo get... Yes, Mac. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and McKenna is coming out. It looks like he might come out just ahead of our gamer, but I don't know. It's going to be tight on pit exit here. Yeah, McKenna is indeed out ahead of our gamer. Joel, another time penalty. That is going to be... Yeah, that's going to crush him mentally, I think.
Yeah, I think considering how many laps is left and the pace of Meepo and Sam, I think Mac's probably going to finish P3. Well, he might... No, actually, no, forgive me. He is only like almost half a second behind Sam. So he probably should catch up to the back end of him. What, 12, 13, 14, 53 laps? Yeah, I think if anyone can, Mac can.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that gap. It's 5 seconds as it stands at the end of lap, or at the start of lap 12.
There's a reason why I call him Mackie Leander. Mackie Leander.
CM Punk doing well in P5, but he is going to come under big pressure. He's on hards. Everybody behind him pretty much is on these fresh sauce. And I think that, I mean, that might be key at the very end of this race. who's going to have the tire performance.
So Zoop stopped on track.
Oh,
Like,
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Okay. Maybe a technical issue there.
He just stopped on track. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, he's about to be lapped as well, so that shows you how much he's struggling at the back there.
Oh, Justin on Zups. These guys have been battling for a wee while. And is Zups going to hold? No, Zups is... Well, he's just pretty much nothing he could do there. So this is what I say. And Justin is going to really bomb it now. This new front wing, fresh softs, people ahead of him with time penalties. He's going to just be flooring it to get the best possible finishing position he can.
Yeah, I expect the fastest lap anytime soon. Probably this lap from Justin. P12 currently. A couple of guys with penalties ahead as well, so he still has a good chance of some decent points here. But up front, McKender has got that gap down from 5 seconds to 3.5. Go ahead, Bob.
Sorry, it was just George. George crashed going into the pits.
Oh dear. Oh jeez. Yeah.
Oh, who's this? What the? Who's that? Was that Skin Tony? Yeah, Skin Tony was crawling on the start finish line as well.
Weird.
Think about it. Where's this yellow?
Shenanigans. But someone in the pit,
yellow?
George in the pit's retired, so he's out. But up front, look at this gap. Oh my god, it's almost halved in about one lap. So I think McKenna is going to be in the back of Samim pretty soon, if not the next lap, the final lap of the race. And yeah, I mean Samim, I think he's going to finish on the podium, but whether he finishes a P2 or P3, we're about to find out.
I don't know. I think my telemetry's going a bit weird, or my interval, because it's showing me that Mac is 2.5 seconds behind Sam. Is that right?
That is right, yeah. It was 5 seconds last lap, so...
Oh, was it? Alright. I thought he was closer than that.
Oh, McKender, fastest lap, so he is pushing hard, 38.6. Wonder if Justin can at least pip him to the fastest lap honours.
Justin is going to go for him, is trying to pass CM Punk. See, is he going to send it? He is. Is CM Punk going to fight it? He is. But it's hards versus softs. CM Punk really tight.
Ooh,
Justin even, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Justin's pushing.
it's sorry, it's Jurian, but yeah, he had to like cut that corner, and I think that compromised his exit there as the car got very unsettled. But all CM Punk has to do now is really stay within this 3 second window, because I think Julian has, yeah, he's 3 seconds to his name.
And then Larson's horse is going to jump Joel. What's happening further back? Supson and Wams is getting...
Yeah. Wamu gets past, yeah, nicely done from him, and that's he's on hards versus Zupson on these softs, so I wonder if these softs are starting to fall off in these dying stages of the race. But Zupson coming back here for Crop's corner, and oh, they're very, very close heading through Maggots Baggots, but I don't think he should make a move here. He's really pressuring Wamu here, trying to get him to make a mistake, but I think that actually made him make a mistake as the run on to Hanger Straight a bit compromised. And I saw a move up ahead there. Was that futuristic? Getting passed by Joel?
I was looking further back, Crawley voice passing Skin Tony, but Chief coming onto the final lap, Mac is half a second less than 2/10 almost.
Oh my word!
Behind Sam. Look at just the speed, the quality, the talent of Mac is incredible. And then, of course, Meepo doing a fantastic job. There we go. Mac is definitely going to make this move. Oh, Sam really squeezing him, really trying to crowd him.
And then going out wide, yeah, you see that from Sam. He takes a wider line, tries to get the momentum through here. So, looks like it's paid off for now. He's going to hold his position, but whether or not he can maintain it all the way up to Cop's corner, it looks like Mac got a better run on that outside and takes P2. So Samim down to P3. But valiant defense from Samim there.
Yeah, he done the best of what he could do really on these 9-lap hards. Of course he's going to get the DRS. He's not going to get past Mac unless Mac makes a humongous error. What do you see Mac here? He takes a really lovely line there, I think anyway. maybe I'm just saying things. Maybe I have rose-tinted glasses because I love Mac so much. But I think he takes that final corner a little bit differently. But his Mac is covering. He is covering. I don't think he has anything to worry about. Mac or Sam's not going to get that move done. And running on board, Chief, with Meepo, I think he done a fantastic race. After losing out the first race, getting a DNF, this is a fantastic result for this Virtuoso team, and Meepo takes the victory. P1 in Silverstone, and Mackinder, his teammate, P2. Sam, P3. Our Gamer's going to cross the line, P4. Dragon's crossing P5, but he's not going to keep it. CM Punk gets promoted to C5, P5. Larson P7, Futuristic P8. Zozo P9, and running at the top 10 is Joel. So Joel does get points. I think you get points for P10, don't you, Chief?
I think so, yeah. I'm pretty sure for the feature, yeah. And then Justin just missing out there, and I think he might have run out of fuel at the end as well. I noticed he slowed down there at the line.
We still got a race going on here. Skin Tony. Oh! Skin Tony loses it. Skin Tony loses it on the traction, and he's doing donuts. It seems. And
he actually gets passed by Raj V. So Skin Tony is going to effectively be last. Although this guy is Zope, P19, lapped, I believe.
So Reg V, that's I can't. I just can't. It's probably it looks like Reg V to us, but for all we know, it's probably Alan or something like that.
Dave, yeah.
Dave, alright, Dave.
Alright, Dave.
P17, Dave. So, Zope? Is that how you said? Zope?
I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, what? Where's he going?
Huh?
Why did he get a 3-second time penalty there?
This guy actually wasn't here for the sprint race, so I'm wondering if he's even a sanctioned driver at this point.
So, is he like a streaker? And he's well, don't do this, man. Come on, just finish the race.
He's just milking this screen time.
It's like, if you're gonna be last, you might as well make sure of it.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it, Zope. Just cross the line. Go on. There we go. Yay!
Driver of the day to Zope.
For getting 3-second time penalty in places we didn't even know possible. Anyway, that was fun. I enjoyed the sprint race a lot.
Yeah, the sprint was really good fun. The feature a wee bit more laid back or settled down, shall we say, but still a lot of action to feast our eyes upon. But Meepo P1 and Mackinder P2, so in the feature race alone these guys picked up a lot of points, and I'm pretty sure that these guys will be at the top of the constructors once we get the final results in.
Aye, because what happened the last race didn't just our Mac won, so Mac got a P1 and a P2. So I mean, if he's firmly P1 in the standings now, Virtuoso P1 in the standings as well. That's all I know for sure.
And Carlin, actually, I'm looking at Carlin. So Carlin is Justin's team, and he's got Dragon as his teammate. So that is a really strong team. And I think if they really dial it in, they can challenge for that constructors and the drivers. But yeah, as we say, Meepo and Mackinder today, very solid performances there. Meepo's had a few issues in that first race, but he struggled on and brought some points home for the team. But the feature race, that's where it was the 1-2 for Virtuoso, and good job to both those guys. I know Meepo's dad watches in chat, Jan Haltu, so he will be happy with his boy.
Disappointed, of course, to the first race. It wasn't Meepo's fault, of course. Well, we don't think anyway. It happened very quickly. But still getting 25 points is going to keep him in good stead. And I'm just looking here. Sam and our gamer done really good for Prema Racing in the feature race, Chief, getting 3rd and 4th. That's what, 15, 30, 97. That's about 27 points they've got for their team.
Yeah, and actually, I'm just looking here. It does actually give you the results for the weekend, so you can see the points that each driver got there for their team.
25 for Meepo. 19 for Chi or for Mac.
Yeah, good stuff.
So
Good stuff.
there we
So
go.
I think we're going to head over to the interview booth if I can navigate my way over there. See if anyone's
Surely.
in chat. I kind of want to talk to Joel. I want to find out what that incident in the sprint race was all about. So I see him waiting in the wings there. We'll bring him in. Joel, welcome. You're the first guy to be interviewed. We wanted to find out.
Why?
Well, I'm about to tell you. We wanted to find out what happened in that sprint race.
We just have to say, Joel, what the F?
Well, it wasn't entirely my fault. I don't know who it was on the other side. But
Did you try
basically,
to
the
slow
two
down?
drivers on the outside driving. No, I just lost traction.
Oh right, okay.
I thought that move was pretty clean.
So
Well-
it was, sorry, Joel, it was you, Meepo, and that other guy, Zozo, I think, or Jim.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
guy.
So I did a dive, which I think was all right. A bit of wheel banging, but that's what you have to do really to get past in these cars. I've gone down the inside, and then I just lost the traction out of stow. So Meepo obviously catching up with me at that point. There was room for both of us, and then I think Zozo was there, and I didn't realise, so I didn't leave room for 3 cars. I only left room for 2, and then we turned into each other, and that was it.
So you're not going to apologize to anyone, or
Well, I said sorry already in chat.
okay? You don't want to say it on stream though.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I just think it's funny when you kill people, man.
Sorry.
I just think it adds some comedy to it. But I mean, you had some really good performances there. Obviously, you had a few penalties. I think it was 6 seconds in the end in the feature race, but you did get some points for your efforts. How do you find the F2 cars overall?
It's a bit weird because you're too at the start of. I haven't done much practice, if any, because at the start of the whole thing this evening, you're very attentive on the throttle, like you're in an F1 car, and then you realise you can go more further and further, and you're pushing it further on the traction as far as it can go until you realise then you nearly spin, and you learn from it. So without practice, it's basically just see how far you can push the throttle. And those who have practiced, you could definitely see.
Mm-hmm. Well, one other question I have for you is, we had a guy join between the sprint race and the feature called Zoop. I don't know if you saw that. Is he an actual driver in the league or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Well, he didn't do a Gengu, but yeah.
Mm.
We'll keep an eye out for him in the future races. Hopefully, he doesn't make an appearance again. He did come last in the feature race, by the way, so no harm done.
There we go.
Yeah, but I mean, you're the guy behind this F2 series. You set it up. You're kind of running it the whole show. So, how do you feel that went overall?
I think it went well. I think there were loads of battles. I'll have to watch the stream back, but it looked on the mini-map like there were lots of interesting moments.
Yeah, certainly were, especially the sprint race. Good fun. A lot of battles there happening, and a lot of clean racing as well. It was a bit, you always get a bit worried with F2 cars. A lot of guys don't, they just show up and they don't put any practice in, and then can't control their car. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
You did alright for the most part, but I mean, everybody seemed to, I didn't see any major kind of issues with drivers. Few incidents, like as you'd expect in any league race, but overall, very enjoyable stuff. So long may it continue. What's the next track then, Joel?
Austria. So we're following the F1 calendar for the next 2 weeks, I think, and then we're off on our own tangent.
Nice. Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure you'll join me in the roll call for any drivers out there that want to get in on the action for F2. There is, I believe, one full-time seat left, but there's always an opportunity to race as a reserve in the league. So Zope, if you're out there, bro, you know what to do. Join the league.
Yeah, it's basically all part of my elaborate plan to win the Tier 2 championship, so Simon and AR get used to good traction, so they'll spin tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see how that pans out. But we're gonna move on to the next driver. Thanks very much for joining us in the booth. Appreciate it as always.
Bye.
Let's bring in. We're gonna bring in Samim and R Gammon. Both guys, you guys are in the same team. Carlin, isn't it?
No, Prema.
Yeah, see, my memory's so bad. I was like a minute ago I read out which team you're in, now I forgot. But yeah, some good points haul for you guys in the sprint race. And then the feature race, our gamer seemed to struggle a little bit. Samim, you did pretty well. Obviously, you had a lot of heat on you at the final stage of the race there with McKender closing down. How was that?
I mean, it was. I kind of expected McKender to be catching because I boxed for new hards, and even then he was setting fastest laps on the soft. So on old softs, on old hards. So I kind of expected him to be on me fast, but not on the last lap. It was unfortunate. I tried defending it, but it was too hard to defend. So good from McKender and Meppo also good race pace, and they won. Deserved.
Yeah, and how you find both of you? How you find the F2 cars? You know, obviously they handle a little bit different, and they take a while to get used to. Or are you up to speed already and looking forward to the next one?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Not a lot of practice, like 20 minutes of practice just before the race. But obviously we did F2 a few weeks back, so it was quite alright. And I'm looking forward to the other 7 races. Yeah.
Our gamer.
For me, I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me answer first.
Hold on, let me get the music lined up. Go for it.
I feel like F2 is easy on the traction, but the biggest issue is like the gears. I don't know what gear to use, because in F1 you use like higher gears, like fourth always. And F2, like if you go like fourth, third, in some corners you just have no acceleration. So yeah, I was gonna had to adapt to that and get the pace in.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't remember where you finished in the sprint race. Our gamer, was it P8?
P8.
P8.
No, P9.
Oh, P9. So, were you find you were getting stronger as the sprint race developed and then into the feature race? More confidence, say?
Yeah, I had no practice, so like my the race was my practice, and in the sprint it was I don't know, like it was out of incidents. No one like knew how to drive F2, I think, and I just kept spinning or getting warnings and getting spun out or something like that. So it was just like recovering every lap, trying to recover the overtakes again. But in the feature, I think I had it like I had good pace, but in the start I just didn't know how to start, and I lost like 5 positions at the start. And I tried to like gain all that back and managed to get P4, I think. So that's good position, I think.
Yeah, P3, P4, and we're kind of saying, we're looking at the teams as well. Obviously, the constructors is another title is up for grabs. You guys are really good teammates. You tend to have a good energy together and work well together. I think if you guys just put a few laps in, I think you guys can do well in the constructors and even the drivers' championship. Obviously, you're up against Justin and McKender, who are favorites for those titles, but you never know. Those guys might get carried away battling each other, and you could just nip in there and steal the title. But what are your guys' kind of objectives for this season?
Ladies first.
That's your QR gamer.
He's putting his skirt on.
He's refusing to speak, so I'll be the man and go for it.
Oh my god, okay.
The points, I mean, personally, I just take it as it comes, and we are just driving this for fun. I think that we are both just driving for fun, also doing our best, obviously, but our main focus is in the Tier 2.
Okay, that's the see. No, I think we're looking at P2 in the championship because McKendall and Meppo are so fast. But Justin's fast, and he has Dragon as a teammate, and Dragon, I don't know, sometimes misses up. So maybe we get the jump on the guys in Carlin and get P2 in the championship. In the drivers, it's probably impossible to win that. So we focus on the constructors, and it's already fun to race in F2, and like it's so fun racing, close racing. So I'm here to have fun. we're gonna focus on the tier 2 and just have fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Yep. Having fun, and we certainly had a lot. I mean, I know you guys will watch the stream probably afterwards, but lots of battles on track, especially the sprint race. Lots of fun. So, a good start to the F2 season, and yeah, we've got the tier 2 and tier 1 race tomorrow. We'll see you in the tier 2. We'll probably see you in both races, I think. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, so I'll actually personally see you on track, and look forward to smashing you, bro. Smashing you. Destroying you.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat those words. You can play back this bit of footage whenever you beat me on track on Friday. But yeah, guys, we're gonna move on to the rest of the guys waiting for interviews. So, but we appreciate you taking the time to join us in the commentators booth.
So, how was you guys' debut as commentators on F2, huh?
Terrible.
Sounds good. Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah, I mean, we speak after.
Yeah, copy. See you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Hello. Actually, that isn't our debut. We're old fish at this. We've commentated before.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating. That's why I'm not talking.
We go way back.
We go way back.
Way back. But looking at some of the new blood, the young, fresh, young kids, the hip kids of tomorrow, Meepo is a rising star in SLR. He's tier 2 champion.
Sure.
Don't interrupt me, bro. He's tier 2 champion. He's SLR F2 race winner. The accolades, I mean, they're just building up at this point, but I mean, this is just the start, isn't it? We're seeing the birth of the next Tino, the next Jarno Opmir, and it's SLR have created this monster. So Meepo, how do you feel after that F2 race?
I will personally say this was so much better and so much more fun than driving the F1 cars. Holy crap! I enjoyed myself today there. So much overtaking, so much fun, and yeah.
Yeah, you had front wing damage in that first race. Just tell us how you got that and how you dealt with it afterwards, because obviously you didn't pit for a new front wing.
Well, basically, some guy just rejoined the track stupidly, took out Tunari Samim, and the Samim just spawned in front of me. I hit him. Then I was like, damn, either I wait for a safety car or I just, go with the front wing damage, and I did that.
Yeah, and it looked like you were able to adapt to it pretty quickly, because you seemed like you were actually battling people on track.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that hard really. In the straights you have so much more straight land speed in the F2 cars because of broken front wings. So that helped me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. So at Monza, I think you're just gonna crash into the wall, get rid of that front wing, and win the race. Okay. I'll look forward to that one. That'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, you and McKenna are a very strong team. Virtuoso, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remembered something correctly for a change. It looks like you guys are going to be leading the championship in the constructors and also the drivers championship. So, like, are you going into this thinking we're wanting to win these titles, or are you just having fun like the rest of the guys?
Both actually, both.
No,
I mean,
it can't be both. It
Can't
has to
be
one or
both.
the other. It's either
Come on,
serious
man.
business time or it's fun, happy time.
I guess it's a fun, happy time. It's so much fun to overtake and destroy these people. Not literally, just like overtaking.
Meepo, here's a question for you. If McKender had caught up the back of you and was gonna fight you for the race win, would you have fought him or would you have let him go?
Why would I let him go? That's the question.
Because it's McKender. He is literally your teacher. He showed you everything. He's literally your racing father. He's basically your dad.
No, yes and no, but why? I don't want to give him a position for free. That's not how it works, I mean, I think he does. He gives positions for me for some reason. I don't know why, but like, if I were to race him, I don't want to give free positions. I would give it tactically, you know.
Hmm. Personally, if it was me, I would just crash into McKender.
Oh,
Because it's the only way, it's the only chance you'll get to stop him. It's if when he's passing you, take him out then. Because if you let him go, game over. You're not going to see him again.
well, yeah. Considering the pace he had today, no, definitely not.
But no, Amiibo, I think you've done a great job, man, in the in the feature race. You worked your way up to get into that P1, and then you held it nicely. And you made it look almost easy, if I could say that. I think Mac and the guys had a more of a battle, really, to get up to where they were. But hey, Beeps, if you didn't get taken out in that first race, who knows where you could be in the standings now? You could probably be P1
Nah,
over Mac.
possibly. I don't know. I don't really care. It's a sprint. You don't.
Yes,
get
you do.
It's a sprint. It's a sprint. It doesn't affect much of like race
Yes,
results
it
for the
does.
next race.
Yes, it does.
For the next race.
You get points for the sprint race, Meepo.
Wow, maximum of 10.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Look at season tier 1 last season, or how when Joe or Justin lost out, wasn't it 1 or 2 points?
Yeah, and you can gain that 1 or 2 points in poles.
I think this is too much of a. This is a blasé approach, Chief. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think on the outside he's been all like calm, cool, collected, but inside he's just like in turmoil, you know?
Shaking inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Will we get the microwave man in next?
Yeah, let's get this could get controversial, but Meepo, thanks for joining us in the chat. Congrats on the win on the feature race, the big one, and we certainly look forward to you next week in Austria F2 and also in Tier 1, Britain. Yeah, your favorite track.
Definitely not.
Bye. And the power we have, man, it's brilliant.
I'm telling you, we just dishing out this whatever. I was gonna swear there.
You might be okay. We're past watershed. Futuristic, hello and welcome to the commentators booth. Sorry for bringing you in last, but always last but not least. With your good self, you had some good performances there. Just talk us through your sprint and feature race, please, in no more than 10 words per race.
You saved the best for last. Sprint race was actually pretty fun, battling in top 5 at least. And the feature was mediocre. Just kinda kept positions. Didn't really do anything.
Did you do any practice for the F2 series?
Minimal.
Minimal. Good to hear. Good to hear.
Find a setup and good to go.
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. We like to see people not giving a shit about.
Some MMR gamer. Try hard.
Yeah, they say they didn't practice. That's what they said in the interview, but I was like, nah, bro, come on, bro.
That's rubbish.
Yeah.
You know, our gamer and Sam were practicing somewhere. Look, I would say most people, do a couple of laps in TT, and that's just usually enough, really. But Futuristic, you kind of described the race and kind of how I think me and Chief kind of found it as well. The sprint race was just fantastic. It was so much fun to call, so much action happening. And then the feature race was a little bit flatter. It was still enjoyable to call, but it wasn't quite as, it didn't have that kind of, that spice, that excitement,
Yeah, I totally agree.
So next week, you know what to do next week. Bring the spice.
Send it.
The Swedish spice, man.
Well, he probably cooks that wrong as well.
Hey!
Oh.
Watch out. I'm doing that in the microwave.
Oh, God.
Microwave man.
I'm sure someone said about putting it in the oven, making tea in the oven. I'm sure.
Ah, come on! Oh.
Not even. Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that's so
no comment.
Next week we're heading to Austria. How are you feeling about that one? And also, just give us a wee line about Tier 2 tomorrow. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I'm not racing tomorrow
Oh.
due to brother's birthday, so hopefully, well, I can't really say my contender or friends that I'm battling are getting low points, but it's only the opening couple of rounds. And to Austria, I think it's a better F1 circuit than F2, so
I might
yeah, it's going to
reserve.
be interesting.
I might reserve for tomorrow. I think I have reserved for tomorrow, Futuristic. If I get your car, I might piss in your seat.
Okay.
There you go. I think we'll end it there then. Yeah, I think that's a good point to end it on. And
I like how he doesn't care.
I know he's just silent. He's not
That's
going
all
to
right.
say no comment. But that's it. That's it. Thanks for joining us in the commentator booth. We'll speak to you soon enough. I'm sure. Futuristic. And yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there because I smell pizza, which means
Ooh.
yeah, my wife has ordered some. Well, hopefully ordered me some pizza and hasn't eaten it all. But yeah, tomorrow Tier 2 Britain and Tier 1 on Friday. So you might be racing on Thursday as well as Friday then.
Well, I'll be there on Friday with you, Chief, and then hopefully we'll see. I mean, no guarantee I get, reserve slot, but if I do get, then yeah, I should be racing tomorrow. Well, I don't say racing, I taking part.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, isn't it? We'll take whatever we can at this point. We're just barely hanging on to these young boys.
Yeah.
But
It used to be, Chief, just before you go to pizza, it used to be that, we would race Tier 1 and get demotivated because we get lapped. So we'd say, I tell you what, we'll race Tier 2 to make ourselves feel better. But now you get lapped in Tier 2 as well.
yeah, I had to create a Tier 4 to win a championship. That's how bad it is. And I almost didn't win that. But yeah, thanks to everybody for watching and joining us with this F2 experience. It's been a while, but as we saw today, plenty of action is to be gained through watching these races, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty good season. I believe it's I think we're doing an 8-race season, so we'll have a few more races to go in this one. But as we say, tune in tomorrow for the main tiers, Tier 2 and Tier 1, Thursday, Friday. And it's been a pleasure, as always, Bob, to share the mic with you. And it's
pleasure's all mine. All mine.
And yeah, I think that's it then. So, viva la pizza. See you in Austria.